I'm here at the New York Comic Con 2012, doing a signing with Dark Horse Comics in regard to the comic that I'm writing in part with the double concept album that we're releasing with Stone Sour, House of Golden Bones Part 1. It was a name I kind of had hanging around for a while. I actually got it from a book called Team of Rivals, which is a book that was written about the Lincoln administration. And it was a letter from one person to another describing Lincoln's kind of balance between melancholy and positivity. And they described him as being kind of made of gold and bones. And I was like, that's brilliant. I love the visual of that. So I took it and I kind of put it into the House of Golden Bones. And the more I started thinking about the idea for it, the more I could see it as a beginning and a middle and an end. And I started kind of writing ideas in a notebook, and that kind of triggered all the music for the album and whatnot. And by the time I was ready to kind of demo this stuff, I had like 15 songs I just kind of put together on my own. While I was doing that, that was kind of inspiring me to really flesh out this story. And when we went into the studio, I told the guys, I was like, look, I really want to make this a comic book. I think this would be perfect for some kind of like contemplative, thought-provoking, exciting story that could also have a very visual side to it. It got us really excited and made us, it pushed us even harder in the studio. The music kind of fills in some blanks, and it's kind of the soundtrack, but at the same time, it's the lyrics are really kind of the internal dialogue going on for some of these characters. As you're reading the story, you're listening to the music and kind of getting what he's thinking in that moment, depending on who that character is. And I did all the songs are basically shot from those different characters' point of views and whatnot, which was a lot of fun to do. I used several different microphones to kind of give each character his own distinct sound and his own distinct identity, basically. It's a very involved story. At its heart, it's kind of a morality play. It's about choices, it's about decisions, and it's about that journey to find out who you are in this life and who you want to be in this life. And that's something that we all kind of go through. Music should tell a story no matter what that story is, and the fact that you could do a whole album that tells the same story. Pink Floyd's The Wall, for me, the standard, like that to me was the benchmark. That was the high water mark. And I was like, how do I make it more than that? In this day and age, if you want your album to be an event, you have to go above and beyond and really make it an event, because people have seen it all. I don't know if I could have been able to do this with Slipknot. The Slipknot comic would be much more violent, this was more about the story than the violence, there's going to be time to do something like that in the future. This was specifically for the Stone Sour music and the Stone Sour albums,